What's going on, beautiful people? It is I, your flying locomotive, and faster than a speeding bullet SuperCliff, coming at you live for a brand new video. And for today's majestic and fantastic video, we are back at it with some more classic DC, Batman Superman, World's Finest, issue number 20. But before we dive into everything that is the multiverse and Kingdom Come, if you're new to the channel, then smash that like and subscribe button. That way you guys never miss out on anything that happens on this majestic channel. So what are you waiting for? Let's raise the bar and go full on Super Saiyan. Hit that subscribe button. Thus, without further ado, let's get heroic and bat-tastic with Batman Superman, World's Finest, issue number 20. So our story begins with Barry Allen's The Flash. And basically we're giving the basics in terms of the Flash, how his Speed Force abilities allow him to travel throughout the multiverse, but also in how he spends his free time. For you see, one of the Flash's hobbies is mapping out the multiverse, because let's face it, being a superhero in the DC universe can at times feel abrupt. You never know when allies or enemies will show up. So yeah, it's good to know where and when alternate versions of Batman or Superman will be, in case shenanigans ensue and heroes find themselves on a different world or whatnot. However, sometimes for the Flash, he might come across a WTF bombshell, or as he puts it, a cause for alarm. And that's exactly what's about to happen. As Barry is navigating the multiverse, he comes across a being cloaked in shadow and much, much more. Meanwhile, in Gotham City, we pick up with the World's Finest, Batman and Superman, taking on a team called the Villainy Inc., a group that is compiled of Wonder Woman's baddies. However, before anything can be said or done, before our heroes can even fight the injustice, the Flash whizzes by and wraps all the baddies into jail cells. Afterwards, the Flash returns, but before the heroes can thank the speedster, Flash is like, yo, I got some things to tell you guys. And without a wasted second, Flash gets right to it. He tells Supes that while zooming across the multiverse, 'twas there he came across his sidekick, aka Boy Thunder, David. However, he found the kid in a terrible situation. Essentially, the Flash found him in a dangerous spot. From there, Superman undergoes a flashback, and this basically plays out for those who haven't read the previous arcs. It's a page of panels which showcases what happened to Boy Thunder and how he disappeared. But we also see here that Superman feels responsible. He feels like he failed his sidekick. He failed to protect him. Thus, he is intent on saving Boy Thunder, no matter the danger. And thus, it's here Superman and Batman are waiting in the Batcave while the Flash constructs a newly modified cosmic treadmill, which will help the duo locate David, aka Boy Thunder, across the multiverse. And with that, the heroes are off. And within a nanosecond, both Batman and Superman find themselves in an entirely new universe. Now, at first, the duo look weird, but it's because their bodies are not fully adapted to the universe's vibrational synergy. And so basically, they can't touch anything or talk or be seen by the people inhabiting this world. And thus, we see this happen right after. Clark tries to talk to someone who he thinks is an older version of David, but the man cannot see or hear him. However, this old guy isn't David. This is someone else. Rather, these are the Kingdom Come versions of Batman and Superman. And it also turns out that they're in the middle of a giant cemetery. And right now, they're in the middle of paying their respects to the fallen heroes. However, it's not just a graveyard. It's probably the biggest graveyard anyone's ever seen. So obviously something has happened, something terrible. From there, the temporal displacement goes into effect. And with that, Superman and Batman are teleported to the Daily Planet. But at least their bodies are fully synced. Now, despite the fact that Superman wants to go off and locate David, Bruce tells Clark that maybe we should, chill and get a read on this world. Because at the end of the day, we don't know this world. We don't know how the folks will react, so let's play it safe. And so with that, Bruce and Clark suit up in their civilian clothes and begin to do their due diligence with understanding Earth 22. Now, while our heroes are chilling and getting to know the place, Bruce informs Clark that he's done some research on the world's Justice League casebook. And after reading through most of the material, Bruce informs that Earth 22 has never heard of the multiverse. Suddenly, the party is crashed by a superhero fight between someone donning the name Thunderman and his opponent, Atom Masher. From there, Superman and Batman suit up and are able to help in taking down Atom Masher. However, once the fight is over and it's clear that Atom Masher is no longer a threat, that doesn't matter to someone like Thunderman, because here the supposed hero, quote, grabs her head and immediately begins melting her face. For it seems Thunderman is willing to do anything to obtain information with regards to captured scientists. Thus, he's able to acquire the answer, which according to Atom Masher, claims that the scientists are under Lex Tower. Now, while all this is happening, Superman has a moment, sort of like a oh shit moment, because he realizes that this Thunderman is Thunderboy, aka this is an older David. And so after Superman makes his introduction and wondering how David is doing, Batman, meanwhile, isn't sure of what to make of what's happening. The Dark Knight is much more reserved and less excited. And for good reason, because David's an asshole, and he hasn't forgotten about what happened between him and Superman. And for that reason, he's been waiting for this moment. The moment to finally dish out revenge. Revenge and Superman's failure to save David. And that, folks, was the end of Batman Superman World's Finest, issue number 20. And thank you guys for checking out my video, as it truly means the world to me. Mark Waid delivers another spectacular issue. The reason why is quite simple. If you're a fan of Kingdom Come, and if the character Magog piques your interest, then you are witnessing the origin story of that classic villain, via Thunderboy, aka David, aka Thunderman. Plus, the issue also showcases that of Superman's pros and his cons. Let's be real, David is pretty fucked up. Understandably so, but regardless, he's got some screws loose. It's sort of like that guy, who comes to the party, yet no one actually invited him, he's just there. That's pretty much the same here. I get the sense that everyone aside from Superman doesn't particularly like David. They think he's kind of messed up. Whereas Superman, despite the fact that he probably thinks this as well, because he's Superman and he always wants to give people second and third chances, it's obvious that he can't let go of David. He can't allow himself to think that David's a lost cause. I mean, for Christ's sakes, Thunderman melting the face of unarmed baddies, that's something Homelander would do. And in case you didn't know, Homelander is kind of a dick. The more Superman plays into this nonsense and believing David's a good person, it's only going to make Clark feel more on edge and more like a failure. Eventually he's going to, have to pull the band-aid off and accept David as a lost cause. And I have no doubt that when that happens, it's going to hurt David so hard that he'll have no choice but to become Magog for this universe. All this is great stuff. The tension, the worry, and the inevitable transformation from David to Magog is all really well done, and I cannot wait for more. So yeah, as always, I'm your majestic sayer of words, SuperCliff, and if you guys are new to the channel, then do me a solid by smashing that like and subscribe button, and also the notification bell so that you'll never miss out on an upload, and so that you'll always be kept up to date with your favorite top-tier comics happening in the comic book world. Now tell me, what are your thoughts and opinions on this issue? Are you guys excited for issue number 21? Let me know down in the comment section below. And until the next video, peace. Giggity goo.